Now to start this vivarium, we're going to use an Exoterra 1212 by 24 inch enclosure. This is going to be a great enclosure that has the perfect footprint for this dart frog. Now as with any vivarium, a background is always going to bring it together. So we're going to place some choice pieces of cork on the background. Once we've placed all our cork, we'll use some expanding spray foam to fill in the gaps. This spray foam will be the main part of our background while also anchoring in all of our cork pieces. Once you finish foaming, you'll want to wait about 24 to 48 hours to make sure that all your foam has dried and that your cork has settled. Once this is all done, you can start shaping your background. Now when it comes to the carving tools, there are a few options that you can use for your background. Some people will use blades, some people will use hot knives. Me personally, I like to use a wire brush attached to a drill. It really speeds up the process. However, it can get a bit messy and you're probably going to have a lot of dust. So what I would recommend is wearing a mask. Once you've cleaned all the loose debris off your background, you can apply generous layers of silicone. Make sure to cover all the exposed foam. Once this is done, you can apply a heavy amount of soil to your background. This will stick to the silicone and create a very naturalistic background. Now when it comes to drying, you're going to want to treat it the same as your expanding foam. You're going to want to give your silicone about 24 to 48 hours to fully cure and dry. At that point, you can knock off all the excess soil from your background. Next, we're going to add our waterfall pump. This is what we're going to use to control the flow of water within our vivarium to create a moving water feature. We'll follow it up with some bio drain as well. This will not only help keep the water that flows through the pump clean, it will also help keep the pump in place as well. Now I personally like to use sphagnum moss along the edges of my drainage layer, and the reason for this is because it's going to create a natural barrier that's going to help keep any soil or anything else, any small particles, falling straight through into your drainage and potentially clogging up your water pump. Next, we're going to add our base layer of substrate. Now pick a corner that you're going to want your water to flow to and leave that corner completely empty of any substrate. We'll use this choice piece of driftwood as a natural water feature. This is basically going to create a natural channel that the water can flow all the way down. Now let's go back to that corner that I said to leave bare of any substrate. We're actually going to add river pebbles here. And what these river pebbles are going to do are, one, aesthetically be very pleasing, but number two, their main role is to make sure that nothing gets past them. Basically, they're going to be a natural filter for the water. Now cork isn't just for decor. You can also use it for other things, such as hiding this piece of tubing while also hiding the cord to the pump as well. This will make it blend in seamlessly. We'll utilize this piece of cork bark as a substrate barrier to help add some elevation to the ground. Next, we'll add some live plants and some live mosses to really bring the enclosure together. Next, we're going to thoroughly mist the enclosure. And when I say thoroughly, I mean thoroughly. Every single thing should be dripping with water. You want to make sure that this enclosure stays moist, keeps humidity, and everything is wet so it can acclimate properly, especially the plants. Now, before we add our dart frog, we still need to add a couple other life forms, our cleanup crew, some isopods and some springtails. Next, we'll add our lighting. The lighting that I'm using here is an Exoterra Terra Sky LED fixture, and this fixture is crazy. Just look at all the different settings. Now that our vivarium is completely done, it's time to let our little frog in, and this guy is a black-footed orange terribilis, and I think he's tired of waiting. So there you guys have it. That is how you set up a naturalistic stream within a vivarium for a dart frog. I hope you guys liked this video. Hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you never miss a video that we put out. And leave a comment down below and let us know what animal we should set up next. And I'll catch you guys next time. Whoop!